Start a new year of school. They were there to pray. And when a gunman started shooting through the stained glass windows during Mass, dozens of kids took cover under the pews of their sanctuary. Tonight in Minneapolis, 2 children are dead, as well as the gunman who injured 17 more. Kids as young as 6 and adults in their 80s. The stories coming in paint a scene of absolute horror, and nothing can describe what happened inside Annunciation Catholic School with greater clarity than a 10-year-old boy named Weston in his week of the 5th grade.
I got like gun powder. Yeah.
When you heard the shots, what went through your head?
I was like, the first one, I was like, what is that? I thought it was, and again, I just ran under the pew, and then I covered my head. My friend Victor, like, saved me, though, because he laid on top of me, but he got hit.
Your friend laid on top of you?
Yeah, and he got hit.
Is this something that you practiced before?
Yeah, we practice it, like, every month, or I don't know, but, yeah, we've never practiced it in the church, though. Only in school, so it was way different.
Was your mom super happy to see you?
Yeah.
Give you a big hug?
What was that hug like?
I just felt like relieved, kind of.
Yeah.
I was very happy.
A 5th grader describing a church shooting. In a moment, we'll hear more about the suspect police are calling a coward tonight, and the FBI's announcement that this will be a domestic terrorism investigation. We have uncovered online postings investigators call disturbing. They include lengthy videos and elaborate plans, and even this right here, a sketch of a church. And we've just learned an important new detail. The shooter's mother had a connection with that very church where the shooting took place. And we'll also talk with Minneapolis's mayor about his message to the parents who lost their precious children. We start tonight with Schl Brewster on the ground in Minneapolis.
Minneapolis grieving tonight after a morning of horror.
They pulled over in a hurry, got out of the car, screaming, asking where their kids are.
A shooter opening fire on children at Annunciation Catholic School during a morning worship service marking the first week of school. Dozens of students were inside the church.
2 young children, ages 8 and 10, were killed where they sat in the pews.
17 others, mostly children, were rushed to the hospital, parents frantically racing to the scene.
This was a deliberate act of violence against innocent children and other people worshiping. The sheer cruelty and cowardice of firing into a church full of children is absolutely incomprehensible.
Police say the gunfire started just before 8:30 a.m. local time when the 23-year-old shooter wearing black approached the church armed with a shotgun, rifle, and pistol. After using a 2x4 to block 2 of the exits, they say the shooter fired dozens of shots through the church windows and toward children sitting in the pews, using all 3 weapons.
The coward that shot these victims took his own life in the rear of the church. That coward has been identified as 23-year-old Robin Westman. No prior criminal history.
10-year-old Weston Halsey was hiding inside
right
the church.
Beside me. I was like 2 seats away from the stained glass windows. They were like this. And then I covered my head. My friend Victor like saved me though, because he laid on top of me, but he got hit.
Your friend laid on top of you?
Yeah, and he got hit.
Is this something that you practiced?
Yeah, we practice it like every month, or I don't know, but yeah, we've never practiced it in the church though, only in school.
Weston says his friend was taken to the hospital.
He's really brave, and I hope he's good in the hospital.
Tonight, Vice President Vance calling Weston a very brave little boy. President Trump ordering flags to be flown at half-staff after speaking with Minnesota Governor Tim Walz on the phone, offering condolences.
It's my strongest desire that no state, no community, no school ever experiences a day like this.
Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Fry outraged.
Don't just say this is about thoughts and prayers right now. These kids were literally praying. It was the first week of school.
The school's principal emotional.
I love you.
You're so brave. Within seconds of this situation beginning, our teachers were heroes.
Heroes of all ages stepping up in the wake of an unspeakable tragedy.
I did find my kids, and I know some of the parents are not as fortunate as do so.
And with that, Shaquille Breeser joins us tonight live. Shaq, this shooting at a Catholic school in the middle of a mass sending shockwaves around the world.
That's right, Tommy. You're even hearing comments from Pope Leo XIV at the Vatican. He's saying he was profoundly saddened by this shooting, also sending his condolences. Meanwhile, the Minneapolis community is starting to grieve with 3 separate vigils scheduled for later this evening. Tom?
All right, Shaq, we thank you for that. Let's talk about the investigation to this horrific shooting now. Police identifying the shooter and saying they're poring over disturbing videos posted just before the massacre. Plus, we have new reporting about the shooter's connection to that very church. Here's Maggie Vespa.
Tonight, we're learning more about the killer who went on that twisted rampage, gunning down children as they prayed in their church pews. Police identifying the shooter as 23-year-old Robin Westman with no criminal history.
At this stage, we believe that the shooter had acted alone. There is no indication of other suspects directly involved in carrying out this attack.
Police say they're executing search warrants at 4 locations tied to the shooter.
As to the weapons used to perpetrate this horrific attack, there was a rifle, a shotgun, and a pistol. All 3 had been lawfully purchased by the shooter.
The FBI saying it's investigating the mass shooting as an act of domestic terrorism and a hate crime targeting Catholics. According to court documents obtained by NBC News, the shooter was granted a legal name change to Robin in 2020. The documents saying Westman identifies as a female and wants her name to reflect that identification. Her mother appeared to sign those documents. Police say before carrying out the massacre, Robin Westman posted a series of disturbing videos.
We're also aware of a manifesto that the shooter had timed to be released on YouTube. This manifesto appeared to show him at the scene and included some disturbing writings.
One video showing a handwritten floor plan of a church and several weapons. On one of them, a message threatening to kill President Trump, plus many anti-Semitic slogans and references to the Catholic Church. Police say they have not identified a motive, but are studying those videos.
It's been taken down, and our investigators are going through that to try and develop a motive from that.
Maggie joins us now, and Maggie, police still don't know a motive, but we have late reporting tonight that there is a connection between the shooter and that Catholic church.
Yeah, Tom, that's right. It appears the shooter's mother